Hey, Coach. Just from the start of bizarre first half with the clock, the shot clock going out, PA having to call and count down. Just how did you think the way that you guys were able to respond to that, and then maybe also that causing some disruption too?
Definitely disruptive. I mean, it's already a weird game in itself, but didn't start the second quarter like that, but obviously it didn't hurt us. I think we were actually leading after all the chaos. And second half it was fine. So just overall great response. Second half back to back, tough place to play, super physical team. With as big and aggressive as any defense we'll see all year. So great response. We were in the fight. It's what we want to do. That's how you want to get better. We'll continue to get better from this.
We also got Grayson Allen back. He's finished with 6 assists and 4 steals. Just kind of how did you see him out there creating for others and what he gave you?
Yeah, it's great. Just the more bodies, the better, and obviously when you add a high-level player like that, super helpful for a group. His ability to beat people off the dribble, you can see it right away even after his layoff. Still able to do that. Just really good to see him out there.
Coach, Kevin got that shot there at the end. I mean, what was the game plan coming out defensively, knowing that he likely would have the ball in his hands in there?
Yeah, I don't think they had great spacing on it. Looking back at it, it's kind of cramped over there. Does he like to go left? Does he like to go right? I mean, he got a great contest. Royce is right there. Book's kind of in the shadows. We guarded their initial action of it. They didn't have an advantage from the initial action. It's hard to help too much. They're such a great cutting team and offensive rebounding team. With the tie score, obviously you'd love for someone else on their team to shoot it. Can't always script it, just like they couldn't script it last night. We were going to call timeout, make or miss. It was obviously a tough shot, but not the first time we've seen them do it.
And the possession before, I mean, I know you guys run so many actions, but then Devin gets kind of holding it. Was the plan get the shot at the end of the shot clock to decrease the time? How much of that was factored into that possession before?
Yeah, I mean, we talk a lot about 2 for 1 in those situations, tie game. That's why I was on top of the official. They ended up getting the underneath out of it, so I killed a little bit more clock. Ideally, we have a little bit more, and then we would try to shoot it fast to go for a 2 for 1 situation. Then we would end up having the final possession. We didn't feel it was enough time in there for the ball to be touched, shot on the rim, make or miss, for us then to take a questionable first look to try to get a 2 for 1. So we talked about it. We were comfortable just getting to our space, being ready for a double team. Got to a spot, similar spot to last night, just didn't go in.
And then the last shot that obviously Royce is your guy inbounding the ball, but Josh made a play.
Yeah.
Maybe just speak to that last. Was there another option off of that? Maybe Dylan in the corner.
Yeah, that's the other option out of it. It gets a little tough when you're down 3. You obviously need to get a 3. We're going catch and shoot shot. Goody's in a spot to try to screen. He tried to do his best he could to screen both guys. Obviously the pass was headed the book, and Royce has done it time and time again. The pass is actually pretty close to being on the money. Execution was pretty good overall. We've walked through that play multiple times, and they just made a good play on it. Okogie is a little bit off of Goody's body, a little bit, so it's hard to tell if they're going to switch or not. Goody tries to screen both of them, and they just make an athletic play.
You guys was so good in transition the first half, like 23 fast break points. I'm looking around, I don't know if you guys had another one in the second half. Was that just a matter of the Rockets tightening up, or you guys not, initiating that?
Probably both. I mean, it's always both. I mean, I think it's 23-4 at halftime. We're in the second half of back-to-back. Sure, they stressed it. I thought we did play in a lot of space in that first half. I'm not sure if that's why they went with a non-traditional 5 there at times to try to keep up with their speed. We had it going in the first, and they obviously picked up their intensity second half. It is a pretty clear intent to be super aggressive defensively in the second half, and it bothered us. And that's what they do. They're top 5 offense, top 5 defense. A lot of that's through their physical nature. Offensively, it's on the glass, and defensively, they're as good as any team in the league.
The thing I had was, you talked about being in this environment, and that you grow from this environment. What are you looking at? I know it's quickly just happened, that you're like, we can grow in this area or that area from what you saw, maybe even in the game situation.
Yeah, those are great. I think Mark talked about it last night too. Is like getting those reps. You can't duplicate it. we still have a younger-ish team. It's definitely a team that hasn't been together a long time, so we don't have a lot of corporate knowledge of exactly what we want to do in some of those situations. The first piece is their aggressiveness. Like, their aggressiveness defensively is one-on-one. I don't know if anyone gets after you defensively quite like they do, other than OKC. So there was a little bit of similarities in some of those game plans, but being in both of these environments and just the response, we could have made every excuse in the book coming in. That's not what this group does. That's not who these guys are. That's not who we are. To come out and play. And that response to come in, we had them a little bit. We felt like the momentum was on our side there, especially in the first half. And then they picked up their aggressiveness. They picked up their aggressiveness because we were more aggressive in the first half. Like that is the response. So just being in that, and then now we got to counterpunch back. And we talked about it. I thought our guys were battling. They battled defensively. We tried to do everything we could offensively. Tried to keep them off the glass. And our young guys get reps in these environments with physical teams. I think that it's super helpful for us as we go forward. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
We're done in here.